So, hi everyone, and welcome back to another stream on my channel. This is round 2 of MotoGP European League, and here we are at Silverstone, very cloudy Silverstone, with hopefully no rain in the race. I'm pretty sick of rain these last few days, so hopefully there will be no rain in the race. But then again, maybe that's the chance of me getting a good result actually. So here we go on the track for my first laps in this qualifying session. It's already 1 minute past in the session, and hopefully this one will be good. I don't know, this time up here in the right corner is a bit bugged. 109. I don't know who can do that around Silverstone track, especially this new version from 2010. But hey, stranger things happened. Ooh, cold tires, and I'm already down. Well, at least I'm not the only one. Let's take it nice and slow. Let the tires to the temperature. Though it's easier said than done sometimes, especially with the weather being like this, and I was looking at my other screen, so whoops. Oh look, I'm first. Top position so far. I always think I can do cops almost flat out like in F1. Then I remember these are bikes, they don't turn that well. I hate what they did with this last part of Beckett's and Chapel in MotoGP version. I much prefer the more open version that four-wheel racing uses. Well, if days to be known by the morning, it doesn't bode good. Hope probably because they're cold. We'll do another lap to warm them up. At least try. But they are not budging. Again, as in last week, I'm not really looking into getting some super results. I know I'm way off the pace of the guys that I'm racing against. I'm just here to have some fun and to have some fresh reason to play this game. It's much more fun like this than against AI, and for some reason my brakes are just not heating up. I mean, I'm pushing on them, I'm braking as hard as possible without falling, and they still won't budge. Maybe I took wrong discs for this race. I hope my lap doesn't get cancelled. Okay, it's green. I mean, it wouldn't hurt my position very much if my lap got cancelled. It's not the bestest lap. 9 seconds off the pace. But at least it's up on the board. I'll do another one, then I'll go back to the pits. If I have enough fuel, that is. We'll see. I might go to the pit straight away and then try with more fuel for another run. I'll try switching around brake discs. And this will probably be lap cancelled. Actually, no. Fun. But no, definitely. Okay. Track limits lap invalid. I'm definitely coming into the pits this lap. Putting on some fresh tires and trying different brakes. And I'll go way under speed limit now, just to not risk getting a penalty for the race. I don't know where here it is. It's a shame that they didn't mark the pit entry so that we know when to brake. Okay, so new fronts. I'll put in new rears. A bit more fuel, and I'll check for the brakes. Extreme cooling, but they are too cold, so let's try with those. So those new brakes are still bad at getting heat into them. At least the rear brake is keeping its temperature up. Okay, there is now some temperature in front brake. Let's try to use that. Oh, there it goes again. Let's just hope I don't screw up this lap, and I do that. Okay, let's keep out of his way, and I'll try again next lap. So I love that I'm not last, but I don't love that I'm that far off the pace. But then, as I understand, some of these guys are actually competing in esports, and that's basically where I can't even imagine to compete. I always have slow exit to this straight, so I'll brake earlier this time around, just to make sure I get through the corner. Okay. I think I'm holding someone up, but on my time lapse, so I can't really do much other than make a mistake and let him by. I'm still improving on my lap time, but I'm way off the pace. I might still be able to get to the pits though for one last run. Improved somewhat, but still way up. So I'll get to the pits as fast as possible and hopefully have time to do just one more time lap. Barely. or not at all? Interesting, this is not invalidated. I'm trying to cut the chicane just to get a bit faster into the pits. And then I drop it all here. That's what you get when you're greedy. And now I get a penalty for the race, yes. Very fun. Oh well. Okay, quick. Let's go for a new tire. Front and rear. Let's get a bit less fuel into the bike. And go to track. I think I can barely make it. Although it would be just for me do not start last, but I'll still be having a race ruined by long lap penalty. I'm not even sure where the long lap penalty is here in Silverstone anymore. Is it still here? Yes, it is. Okay. Nope, still not the proper way to go through this corner. Okay, it's good, I can make it actually. I just need to be careful not to invalidate my lap. Not good turn one. Very bad turn 3. But slightly better exit onto the back straight. Brooklands. And that's invalid. No? Okay. Let's try to use that. This is where I lose most of the time. Somewhat better than last time, but still slow. But nice exit onto the hunger straight. Just need to have a good sector, and I'll at least improve my time, though not enough to not be lost. Well, someone needs to be last, and apparently that's me this time. Still not as bad as it could have been. Although, yeah, there's a long lap to be done in the sprint race. So, yeah, I'll be back online when we are ready to race. So I'm here ready to go to the track. I don't know if we'll have a restart of the lobby to get I think Ace, who dropped out of the lobby, to get back in. But yeah, I'm ready to race, or ready to ride, better said. I just hope I can do the long lap in the first try and not to have to try it again. I'll take it very cautiously and hopefully it'll be enough to stay between the lines. I also hope not to get another one due to track limits. But yeah, that's kind of hard on these new modern tracks where you have wide runoffs and curbs that just invite you to go over them. Testing in real life just ended yesterday in Buriram, and I actually am glad to see that Yamaha is doing well. At least better than last year's. So yeah, we are all ready for race. Lights on. They're off and away we go. So this was a nice start. I'm not last anymore, but I'm not gonna be anywhere near aggressive. I have a long lap to do, which I'll try to do instantly. I'm not the only one. Oh, that was actually an easy long lap path to take. Nice. Now we can ride and try to finish within 40 seconds. There are some long lap penalties ahead coming in. I lose. This is the sector I lose the most of the time, I think. The fast cops corner. This is track limits, and these S's here. Magos Beckett's Chapel. I just can't dial the understeer out of my bike. It understeers in fast corners, and it's sluggish to change the direction. Oh, that's not the rider I was expecting to be behind me. I thought it was Mikey who is behind me, but apparently not. He's just now coming behind me and soon to be ahead of me. Well, I'd like to at least stay on the bike through this race. I don't mind finishing last. As I said, I'm not here to expect results. I'm here to just have fun riding with real people instead of AI. I almost dropped it. Too aggressive on the rear brake. And then again, a long sweeping corner that I just struggled to turn the bike through. And this is another track limits and a crash. Maybe no track limits then. I was so used to my bike understeering there I actually didn't expect it to grip like that at all. Someone still got long lap penalty if I'm not mistaken. Oh, that was a bit of drifting here. I was a bit too impatient with my throttle. Nope. Bike just doesn't want to stop here for some reason. I could have had something if I didn't fall now, because I think that was stupid from my part. I was so happy about how I took the turn 3 that I lost track of where I am in relation to edge of the track. It's a shame that there is a bit of drop in number of riders in this league this time around. Before, we used to have 2 lobbies. We were set by the lap times we did in qualifying time trials, so faster riders were in one lobby, slower riders including me were in different lobby, and it was basically like Moto2 and MotoGP. We the slower riders raced first with just one race, and then faster riders got on with their sprint and then feature race. Okay, let's not make the same mistake again. That's much better this time around. Oh, this is the final lap already? Oh yes, this is the sprint race. I finally made this corner in last lap. Well, that's nice. I hope. So these are the results. Some people had penalties. And yeah, that's how the cookie crumbled in this one. So we have now to wait for a server reset so that settings with full race are put in place, and also the grid has to be sorted, I think, then. So I'll be back when we are ready for a feature race. Oh look, here the rain started again. See you soon. So here we are for a new race, and this time I'm actually not starting last because two riders joined a bit late and they are on the grid behind me. I mean, as if that means anything. I'll probably still be last in the race. I just hope to not be lapped actually in this race, but that's not out of the question with my pace in regards to what others are doing. So I'm ready for race, and now we just patiently wait for others. So yeah, testing in real MotoGP has finished. Ducati looks mighty as always, although I'm really surprised that they actually chose to retain last year's engine and chassis and aero, if I'm not mistaken. But hey, if they think they can get greater results from the package they know, that's just one more thing to be feared of by other manufacturers. So we are on the start for British Grand Prix. Everyone's ready. Red lights are on. They're off, and there we go. There's some crash in front of me. Track limits for me. I'm actually not going to try and overtake because I know I'll just be at the chance to actually crash into someone, and I'll still be behind them in the race, so what's the point? But still, it's nice to not be last for a moment at least. That wasn't good. I turned into soon. Track limits 2. And it's whole 10 laps in this race, so that doesn't bode good. Especially with this set of corners coming. Just let them go by. Well, not completely, but not with awful lot of fighting. Yes, I definitely need first gear through that corner. Second gear just pushes it a bit too much. Still not a great lap, but at least I had some company with other riders. Like he just overtook me, someone crashed here. ATSI or ACI, or I don't know how he likes his name to be pronounced. Ravusa as well. I actually forgot which race is next. I'll check it after the race before I finish the stream. Hopefully one of the tracks that I actually like in this game. bit too late on the brakes, and that's crash. Front just went under, and we're back to where we are most known to be, last. I'm going to treat this season sort of like Minardi was in Formula 1 back in the day. Treat every points finish as a tiny victory. Every time I don't finish last, as a tiny victory. I really don't understand how I can brake within few meters of a braking zone from lap to lap, and one lap it ends taking me too short and cutting the corner, and next lap I'm too long into the corner and barely staying on the track. I had to evade his bike, and that's another track limits for me. Number 3, I think. Yes. No, 2. Oh yeah, the second one was crash. Or was it in the sprint race? I don't remember anymore. Oh, that's too deep. Luckily, we are back on. Sorry, I have a bit of dry throat. I'm actually lucky that Atsi is crashing a lot this race, because that's the only thing that's keeping me in, and I also have around 3 seconds extra from the gap that is shown if he doesn't do his long lap. Whoops, that was too early on throttle and on right high device. And I lost all the buffer I had, and I lost the position as well. Luckily he crashed as well. Apparently we are competing as to who can crash more. But with riding like this, and this time he put me on the floor. Going by this, we are definitely going to... Oh, he got a long lap for incident. I'll let him by. He'll probably just crash, like I would have if I tried to fight him. I almost went into the green. So more than half a lap behind at the halfway stage. That's definitely looking like being a lap down at the end of the race. I don't mind it. I had really minimal practice before this event. I just couldn't find time. I had a lot of stuff to do at the work, and then I would be very tired after it, so I preferred to nap in the afternoon instead of practicing for MotoGP. Oh, that was bad. And this is awful. Still finishing 14th brings 2 points to the tally. Not a lot, but more than 0, definitely. So I have to remember not to go too aggressive with right height here. I definitely prefer this track more on 4 wheels. I'm not going to promise anything, but I may do a quick live stream on Sunday maybe, or Saturday, tomorrow. It will be either in Assetto Corsa Competizione or probably Le Mans Ultimate, as I'm trying to get my driver's rating and safety rating up. So yeah, lap 7 out of 10. I definitely won't be doing all 10, as I will be running out of time by a lot. Yeah, leaders are already on lap 8. But at least I'm staying on my bike for now, not getting a long lap penalty for track limits. And I'm getting a live stream out. So win-win-win. Plus, the league gets an extra rider, even though I don't feel like me being slow like this is a great promotion for the league. But then again, every series has to have its back marker. And I really don't mind that being me here. So I am actually last because Atsi has decided he had enough of this race. Probably I didn't crash enough to be a competition to him, or to at least be close in with regards to gap, so that maybe we can at least have some fight between us. That was bad. So leaders are in penultimate lap, which I'll be entering now. 20-ish seconds. Oh, that's a corner cut. That was risky. I almost stuck the front with touching the curb there. Okay, so leaders are in the last lap. I just started my penultimate lap. I'll at least try to go for my personal best in this lap, and though I doubt that I would be able to get it. No, my time is already going down. My delta looks iffy. Yeah, I lost it all in. Yeah, yes, it is my personal best actually. Nice. I won't be able to finish this slot though, as the leaders will now be crossing the line. Oh, if only I noticed this sooner. I was actually very close to. And he has a long lap penalty which I won't be able to capitalize on. And I crashed, yes. No biggie. It is what it is. So nice close battle for the win up there. And I'm 14th out of 15 that started this race. Not really a good result, not really a super fun ride to be, but I actually enjoyed it. I like riding with real people. I like being shown how much I actually have to learn in this game. So yeah, that's the end of the race. And yes, just before I exit the stream, I'll check what's the next race going to be in this league, so that I can, well, let you know in advance. Just a moment. Where is the calendar? Here it is, yes. So next race is Aragon. I'm actually somewhat good at there. And then San Marino, Brno, Motegi, Mandalika, and Portugal. So that will be all from me in this live stream. I hope you had some laughs at my expense at least, and I'll see you in the next one.